What's up, guys? So today was the Nintendo press conference, and I was pretty excited about this. I had heard that Nintendo was going to be announcing their new Harvest Moon game for the 3DS. It's called New Beginnings, and I'm a huge Harvest Moon fan. For those of you that don't know, so that's pretty much what I was really waiting for. I mean, I love Nintendo, but for a while now, my main console was, or has been, the Xbox. So I was like all excited for a new Harvest Moon title, even if it was for the 3DS. I was like, who cares? It's Harvest Moon. I want to see if, if anything else good is coming for the 3DS. So if it would be worth me getting it, just because this Harvest Moon title looks pretty cool. So I'm sitting there watching the whole thing, and I'm like, okay, the Wii U, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, if a Harvest Moon title comes out for the Wii U, I'm gonna get the system. I don't care. I'm gonna get the system. Because I love Harvest Moon that much, and there's no way there's gonna be a Harvest Moon title that I'm not gonna play. I've pretty much played all of them, except for the handhelds. So I'm sitting there waiting, and then I was like, I started to see that some games that were announced for the Wii U, it would have the 3DS symbol on it also. So I was like, oh, they could play both games. And then I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, what if they're gonna announce like they're gonna make it like a surprise or something like that, and they're gonna announce Harvest Moon Beginnings or New Beginnings for the 3DS, and then they're gonna say it's for the Wii U also. And I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so cool, yeah. Did they announce Harvest Moon? They didn't announce anything. I was so mad at the end. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is not it. That's not it. And then that one guy, I forgot his name, the Japanese guy, starts talking at the end after the actual live presentation. This was like a filmed presentation, I think. He starts talking about more games and more in depth about the Wii U. And I was like, okay, maybe they'll show it here. So I stick around and I watch that. Did they show it? No. They show Animal Crossing, Nintendo Land, Luigi's Mansion. It's always Luigi's Mansion. Why don't they do something new with Luigi? So no Harvest Moon. At least not today. Maybe tomorrow. They said they were gonna show off some more stuff tomorrow, but that just threw my idea out of like the water. It blew it out of the water. There's no way it's going to be for the Wii U. Harvest Moon is a huge title, and a lot of people were waiting for a Harvest Moon game for a console, and it just didn't happen. And I was just like, this was the moment to do it. I think it would have sold a lot of Wii U's. There's a lot of Harvest Moon fans out there that have been craving a Harvest Moon for the console. So I doubt they're gonna announce that tomorrow, because they're gonna go announce some more 3DS games. Most likely, Harvest Moon New Beginnings is gonna be in that list. But that whole thing that I thought that I was like, oh, maybe it's gonna be for the Wii U also. I don't think so, because that's a pretty big thing, Like, I don't think they're gonna say it for tomorrow. I think it would have been awesome to do it in the press release or the press conference. That would have been a good move by Nintendo, but it didn't happen. I mean, there's still a small chance, but I doubt it. I think it's just gonna be for the 3DS. I'm not impressed. I wasn't mad with Nintendo. I was happy. I was like, yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff. They've got a lot of stuff coming out. Not all great. We've got Mass Effect 3 coming out for the Wii U. I don't know what I think about that. I was like, what? My first reaction was like, oh my god. And that was it. I don't know. I would need to know more about it, see more about it. I am curious to know how they would incorporate the gamepad, though. Like, what would be on there, for the game? Probably inventory and stuff like that. I would want to see more, but I wouldn't. It's not like, oh, I would buy the Wii U for that. And if I had the Wii U, I probably wouldn't buy Mass Effect 3 for it. The new Super Mario Brothers U. I hate how they add the freaking U to everything. It's just like, okay, dude, you gotta be a little more creative than that. Oh my god, I just heard it. I heard it. Gears of War Judgment. I've got E3 playing in the background. So yeah, I just saw got some interesting information regarding Gears of War Judgment. They cleared some stuff up. Like, some people think that this is gonna be about E-Day, but it's not. They just said right now, they just confirmed that it's not about E-Day, because he wants, if it was about E-Day, you wouldn't be able to have like all those cool weapons, because the Lancer didn't come out until later, during the Locust Wars. It was the Retro Lancer first, and then they put a chainsaw on it. Actually, Adam Phoenix was the one that designed the Lancer. He did say that it was going to take place a few months after E-Day. What else did they say? The main character is Baird, which I am super excited about. I absolutely adore Baird. Baird is one of my favorite characters. We said one of the characters is from the UIR, pretty much the enemy during the Pendulum Wars. His name is Paddock. That should allow for a lot of interesting conversation, because Baird hates the UIR. So that should be pretty interesting. And then there's the female Sophia, and then Cole, of course. So they're just less rustic. They're more chiseled, because they're younger. There's also a new form of multiplayer for it, where you can be like a medic and stuff like that. So that's different. I forgot what the mode is called. I hardly ever play multiplayer, so I didn't really. I'm not too big on that. But the campaign, they said that the campaign was going to be very intense. What are they showing right now?
Narrative arc.
Oh, Call of Duty. So back to Nintendo. I was disappointed with Nintendo because they didn't show my Harvest Moon. Foes. No, not just because of that, but they had a lot to show, but nothing that really stood out. As of now, I don't know if I would get the Wii U. Like I said, I would get it totally if there was a Harvest Moon game for it. But if they call it Harvest Moon U, I'm gonna bust a cap. Another thing was, a lot of you were asking me what I thought about Last of Us and why I didn't mention it in my E3 reaction or E3 thoughts thing that I put up. The reason why was because I didn't see the complete Sony conference yesterday. I wasn't able to. I wasn't home. So I just saw little bits and pieces. So I talked about what I saw. All I had seen was about that trailer that had been shown a while back. But today I saw, on the live show, I saw some stuff for Last of Us, like the gameplay. And I gotta say, I hate zombies, and I don't have a PS3, but I have to play this game. This game looks so good. So yeah, I did think it was amazing. It looks like it's so much fun. Just the idea of it, the story. I have to play this game. So I've been saving up for a PS3 for a while now, and I might be able to buy it. Some games that were announced for the Nintendo Wii U were Pikmin. I've never played Pikmin. Doesn't look that very appealing. The new Super Mario Brothers U. I stopped playing Mario after Super Mario 64. Batman Arkham City Armor is for the Wii U now. It's a different storyline, I guess, and you can do a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's kind of interesting how they incorporate the Wii U gamepad. Like, you can use it as I don't know, Batman's little arsenal and stuff like that. But I was like, okay, I would buy it. Scribblenauts Unlimited, Mass Effect 3, Trine 2, which was kind of cool. I love Trine. I played a little bit of Trine 2, and that would be cool. If I already had a Wii U, I would buy a Wii U for it. Assassin's Creed 3, The Avengers Battle for Earth. I think that one's also for the Kinect. And I also believe that is a fighting game. They were showing it off, some gameplay on the live show at E3, and it was a fighting game. I was like, oh, it's a fighting game? Screw it. The game that looked really, really fun, and I was doing something and I came back and it was already playing on the screen, so I didn't really get the name of it, but I think it's one of the Lego games. I think I heard them say it was called Lego Batman 2, or but the Justice League is in it. I'm sure you guys know which one I'm talking about if you saw that. It just looks so much fun. It looks like so much fun, especially when you play as Superman. You're just like flying around. I was like, dude, I gotta play that game. That game looks fun. It was for the Mac, the PC, the Wii, the the Xbox 360 and for PS3, so it's for everything. So I might get that game. That game looks fun. Oh, I saw Star Wars 1313. That looks interesting. That looks very, very interesting. I might just have to get that game. I still want to see more for it. But it looks cool. I'm liking how it looks. It looks fun. So yeah, they said today in the Nintendo conference that they were going to be showing off some more 3DS games tomorrow. Maybe that's where they'll show Harvest Moon for the 3DS. But my hopes are completely down for seeing a new Harvest Moon for the Wii or for the Wii U. Oh, for regarding Gears of War, the article that I had read mentioned Marcus Phoenix, and it said it takes place before Marcus Phoenix's trial. And I was like, oh, then that means, it's going to be around that time before his trial. But it's not, it's like way before his trial. So I'm like, oh God, why did they even mention it? The game should take place between 12 and 13 years before Gears of War 1. That's when this game should take place. Yeah, that's pretty much, I'm going to end it here. Tomorrow, I will, if there's anything big or new tomorrow, I will do another one of these. So they're actually going to talk about the Elder Scrolls Online tomorrow, I think. So I'm going to get going. I will talk to you guys later.